I'm
going to continue my little series of Dawn of War Soulstorm first-person commentary clips. And this one is, of course, again, is me as Eldar. Eldar being my favorite race and the one that I am best with. Also being probably the second most powerful race in Dawn of War, as I always say. The map is Meeting of Minds for this, and I do know what race my Chaos opponent is. I do know that my opponent is Chaos in this game. This is an Automatch game, so chances are he will know what to do. So I'm going for a bit of a generic Dark Reapers build with 3 Guardian squads to cater for this map. Now, the reason why I've chosen this particular game to commentate on is not because I really feel like Eldar vs Chaos is fair. I think it's in favor of Eldar, but I actually happen to micro very well this game, as opposed to some of my poorer micro in other games. And it was generally a good game, and I wanted to show it to you guys. So you'll see how it goes shortly, but just so you know, I'm not obviously commentating this game while I'm playing. I actually make a video clip and then I overdub the commentary afterwards. One important thing about my build order here is I've actually copied this from FZ Servant, I think, or it might have been FZ Chaos. The way they do it is they just send out 1 Guardian squad to the outlying strategic points, and then a 3rd Guardian squad straight to the relic, and then the Dark Reapers actually capture the points at the inside of the base, which actually gets you a lot of captured points very quickly, and it kind of assumes that the enemy won't really harass you that much, but you can often count on them not really being able to get across the map quick enough on this map, so that works out just fine. So economy really trucking along. Got a listening post up already. Everybody else is capturing points at the right points in time. So I'm just queuing everything up. I'm expecting to be attacked by Raptors any minute now. So that's kind of what I'm on the lookout for. Raptors will do a lot of damage to the posts which haven't been completed, and workers trying to build them, so just really wary of that, and I'll run as soon as I see them. We've got Fleet of Foot upgraded now, so sending the Dark Reapers in just an off chance that he hasn't gone for Raptors and he's gone for some other kind of plan, and put a bit of offensive on him. Fortunately, I can run straight back to base if they do show up, and here's the Raptors now. So heading back with the Dark Reapers already, and got to teleport away that Bonus Seeker because the Bonus Seeker is very, very vulnerable against those Raptors. Luckily, I've saved it. Going to plant down another post to try and prevent the Chaos Raptors from decapturing. Got a 2nd Dark Reaper squad on the way, so at this point, just stopping the Dark Reapers out of range and moving the Guardians sort of back and forward, but staying within range of the Dark Reapers is the best way to get. There's plenty of shots off on them, and doing a bit of multitasking here to actually put down the posts while this is happening, because that's very important, and then heading back out of the way with the Dark Reapers. In the center of the map, I've spotted him, this is the 12 o'clock position on the map, him actually taking the critical objective on my side, so got the Guardians getting stuck into them straight away. 2 squads of Dark Reapers out now. If I can control these accurately, it should be enough for the Raptors, because I can outsquad them. We've even got Guardians just finishing off. Got to use the shift Q to actually put post on that point, because I don't want the Raptors decapturing the points at all. In the meantime, reinforcing that Guardian squad, quite important that, because if you don't, the cultists will beat you in close combat, but if you outnumber them, you can actually fight close combat against the cultists, no problem. And luckily that post is surviving, so he hasn't actually decaptured anything, and he's taken a lot of casualties here, so very happy with the way these things have gone early game. It's quite hard for Raptors to do enough damage if you've got 3 or 4 squads there in defense, and now I can actually afford a 3rd squad of Raptors. And unfortunately, I've got Fleet of Foot on there, so just taking that off, and everybody firing straight to the Raptors. Putting down a webway gate, because you need one if you've got 3 Guardian squads and you haven't lost anything and you want a 3rd Dark Reaper squad. You have to have unfortunately, a webway portal. But wow, I've actually got rid of his cultists, so pretty bad multitasking by him. That means I can actually capture that point now, or decapture it from him. And everything's fine and dandy. So that webway portal completes. Then have the 3rd squad of Dark Reapers head up to the centre of the map, removing Fleet of Foot, of course, and I should be able to capture that centre point as well. And Soul Shrine time, because my economist has trucked along so well, haven't been harassed successfully, so I've just brought in tons of cash. Haven't really needed to reinforce the Dark Reapers that much. I've added 1 squad member only. I think that might have been an X to forget if I invested in that or not. But yeah, really good feeling about this game so far. I've actually, as you can see, I've intercepted his cultists down at 6 squad position. At this point of the game, I kind of assumed that he wasn't a great player because he had preemptively upgraded the unholy sight, just expecting me to get Rangers. I don't think Rangers is the best choice against Chaos early on, because they have that ability available to them, and he's really wasted the cash on that, because I haven't got any invisible units, and I'm not planning on making Rangers at all. So time for the Dark Reapers to put a bit of pressure on the 9 o'clock point there, while my Guardians stay out of trouble, hopefully, with those cultists fighting them. Managed to have captured the 12 o'clock position, so economy really going well, nearly at 100 reposition. If I can get beyond that, things will be going great. Raptors arriving just to try and prevent the Dark Reapers from finishing off that post. But with a little bit of micro here, I can just send one squad around while the other two squads fire at the Raptors, and that's how you do it with Dark Reapers. If you outsquad them, no problem, especially with Fleet of Foot, you can really avoid trouble, and soon that Soul Shrine will be finished. But what have we here? Looks like he's got some Khorne Berserkers and a Sorcerer, so he's been ticking up very efficiently, spending things well. So the immediate gut reaction from me is to build Harlequins, and we'll see shortly how well Harlequins manage to do against the Khorne Berserkers. Potentially they can do very well, but if you micro them badly, or if you make mistakes, the Harlequins can lose it a bit. Just trying at this point to get rid of Fleet of Foot and any units that are firing, and put them back on any units that are running away. Got some Guardians at the top there to fire at Dark Reapers, but sorry, it's Raptors I meant, but my Dark Reapers have been hit by chains of torment, so that's real pain. If he focuses them, they're really going to take a lot of damage, but he was too slow. Managed to get my troops out of there in time, and the Harlequins coming in here to defend, so this hopefully will save my bacon here. You really need them against Raptors and Berserkers. So there's the Harlequin's Kiss. Does a massive boiling blood splash damage effect there, and really hurts your own troops, as I've come to realize. I've really been a bit sloppy with that in particular. Really need to get I'm going to get another plasma generator so I can really just boost the plasma generation, but I ultimately am going for support portal, just trying to dance around with Fleet of Foot as best I can. It gets a bit hard. I think I've lost one Harlequin already, so here comes the second one. Dance of Death and Kiss, Harlequin's Kiss, really makes a difference against these Khorne Berserkers, but still, Khorne Berserkers very tough to deal with regardless, having to run away a lot of troops, and just doing exactly that. Still trying to save up for enough to build a support portal. It'd be great if I could get that happening. And yeah, a couple of groups of squads out in the midfield. The other lot of troops have managed to get away. And I've got Berserkers in my base, so just trying desperately to fend them off. Here's where I use Dance of Death. And I've got a couple of Harlequins alive, so that's good. These Dark Reaper squads have been absolutely mangled. And a few squads out in the field to deal with his Sorcerer as well. Yeah, there's another Harlequin biting dust. So really just need to fend off this push, and then counterattack him before he gets to tier 3 is really the way to go. Otherwise I could be in a lot of trouble. Another Harlequin. Basically I've just overwatched the Harlequin button, because I know that the more Harlequins I have, the more easily I can deal with this kind of attack. And there's the Boiling Blood, actually killing heaps of my own troops, so terrible mistake by me there. I should have just pulled the troops out before I hit the Kiss button, and otherwise I wouldn't have gotten so badly mangled. And things kind of falling apart a little bit here. Although my micromanagement was decent earlier on in the game, it's kind of sucking right now, because I'm using Fleet of Foot wrong and running troops in the wrong directions and leaving guys not fighting, and just boiling my own troops with damage. But at least that in the sort of umbrella of my attacks, I'm actually killing Chaos units, and he's retreating. So at least I've done one or two things right, and I've got a chance to come back and win now. So yeah, just want to stress that what you're not seeing here is like an imbalance of skill where I'm way better than my opponent. It's kind of like, although I feel like I'm playing fairly well in this game in some respects, it's really coming down to the fact that Eldar have got some great potential that Chaos just can't really match in some certain aspects of the game, so it's not balanced. But we can still have a good game regardless, and this game is proving to be quite enjoyable so far. Only got a couple of squads of Dark Reapers. They managed to polish off that third squad, so my ability to actually put pressure on the Chaos player that's got a lot of LP2s is really diminished, and he's actually really reinforced his guys there as well. So just hanging the Harlequin around for a good opportunity to start bashing, while the Dark Reapers provide some covering fire from the vantage point of that crater over there. In the meantime, Guardian's just going for the point in the center. Critical objective there. and really investing in economy right now. As you can see, I've got some globals. Finally getting around to building the support portal. Should have built it ages ago. Should have saved up for it. But my requisition is 126 and power is plus 50. So with that kind of requisition bonus, things get a lot easier. And with pumping and warp spiders and stuff, things are going to be great. But a lot of berserkers there, and getting the Harlequin into the thick of it is a bit troublesome. You can't actually cast the Kiss of Death ability very effectively if enemies are moving, and your Harlequin's just trying to chase. Doesn't really work quite as well. So really hoping to get that support portal up and running so I can get warp spiders out. They'll really be able to deal with the Quim berserkers very well. He's retreating here, so no problem with that. It gives me a little bit of extra time. Decided to cancel my third Dark Reaper squad and just build another plasma generator because my requisition is at a plus 140. I'm not going to really have any power problems in the near future, but in terms of tier 3 tech and stuff like that, it'd be really handy to invest in power right now. So charging me again with berserkers, going to have to pull them back. Going to get some more Harlequin.